Hi, my name is Sally Johnston. I have a master's degree in counseling psychology. I am a licensed professional counselor, but in Washington, D.C., and I no longer live there, but anyway. I'm certified in cognitive behavioral therapy, and I have quite a bit of experience in trauma intervention and PTSD and things of that nature. You can look at my background on the LinkedIn page. I have had some very high profile interventions and have been published about extreme stress and traumatic stress. Anyway, so with that, I will tell you that I have been diagnosed with PTSD going back to age 18, and then again in my early 30s, and then a couple of times recently. So I have been on disability. I've also been diagnosed with bipolar affective disorder, so this makes my lows go rather low when I have a PTSD reaction of any kind. So I thought it would be helpful because I'm able to speak the speak, and I would like clinicians to just kind of have a clinician's viewpoint on what all of this is. I have a very interesting viewpoint. Knowing about the neurological cascade when there is stress, any stress, and then of course what in the heck happens when you're in a full PTSD episode, from the neurological and all of the endorphins and all that stuff. So I know this. I know much of the other stories about the lightheadedness, the dizziness, even the feeling of not being connected with reality. I was slammed there. Reality was gone. However, I knew to say, stop. This is not happening. I am in the here and now, and you will no longer control my life. So that helped me get back to the reality state. Now, it was after a full-blown, what do I want to say, being actually not connected with reality, stuck in the time period, reliving it. So anyway, yeah, it was after that I was able to say stop. Trying to think what else that I would like you to know. Triggers can be direct or associated. They can be cumulative. Anyway, and then there are these occasional bouts of being triggered. And whatever it is, it could be a sight, it could be a smell, it could be a sound, it could be whatever. Even if you're in most of all, a recovery type of standpoint. But a lot of our homeless are not. A lot of our really seriously and persistently mentally ill, the guy that goes absolutely violent, starts to abuse alcohol, and eventually becomes homeless. That person is continuing in our society, and I just think that it's important to consider how we educate and how we make aware to to those who are homeless or alcoholic that, if there's could be a very legitimate reason why A, you exploded, B, everything went white and I just started swinging, C, I can't get enough to drink and I'm going to do it now, I'm getting smashed. Yeah. And so those become the remedies for the stopping of the cascade rather than staying in the here and now. So if we can educate them, educate clinicians, educate people who are volunteering for the whatever shelter, normalize it for them in terms of the aspect of physical, neurological. B, you have this because you actually have a strength of resiliency. You want to work this out. Your innateness wants to work it out. But the only way that your innateness can feel like they're working it out, or you know what I mean, is to go back to the event, trying to recreate the event or trying to fix it for next time. This is all what we do. Okay? The last part of it is not only the resiliency, helping people get angry. Wonderful tool. Wonderful. Especially if we look at anger that says, you have violated my values. You've absolutely trampled on what's important to me. The homeless needs to know their degree of self-love. They need to just know that going down the path of allowing yourself to stay in a trigger state is just the wrong way to go. Simply just right. What you need to learn is this, 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 and this. So anyway, that's those are some thoughts. I hope to do a follow-up on this, and well, I hope it's helpful.